Matt Brady in his third year at James Madison University, and when we would run into you last year with some of the injuries you had, I'm sure it was kind of like well, let's wait till next year. Let's wait till next year. Well, next year's here. How you looking?
Well, right now we're good, but we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and find out together. And I feel like I've been saying that for a few years now, because obviously my first year we had some injuries, and last year obviously with Devon and Andre going down. But like every coach, in the CAA, we're all eager for the season to start. We feel like we have the pieces to compete. And if we can keep the pieces together, hopefully March will be good to us.
Last year I think everything would have been fine, and you lose the key to your engine, so to speak, in Devon Moore. Is he back, and is he doing well?
He's doing well. He'll want everybody to know he got a haircut, and so he's without the dreads this year. He is doing well. He's back to nearly 100%. He is a fiery, competitive guy. We certainly miss his competitive nature, his defense, his ball handling. And what I say about Devon all the time is he's a really good college basketball player. He's an outstanding player at the end of the game. But equally to us, as big a loss in some respects was Andre Semenov. As good a year as Denzel Bowles had scoring the ball, Andre makes Denzel a much better player because he's such a terrific post passer, and he finds post scorers so well and so easily under the basket. So we really lost two terrific passers.
You mentioned Denzel Bowles. He transferred in from Texas A&M, so you had him for the second half of the season, and he made an immediate impact. I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody come into the CAA and dominate the way he did with all those double-doubles. How different is it to have him from the very get-go of the season?
Well, it is different, no doubt about it. There's not a sense of what will he do. We knew when we got him we were getting one of the best players in the league, and I told our administration and our coaches knew it, our players knew it when they practiced against him. The league just didn't know it. So now we know what we can expect out of him every night. We know that he can be a consistent offensive player. What he needs to do, and we all know this, he needs to become a better defensive player. He and I have had many different conversations about the critical need for him being better. If he's good defensively, then we're going to be better. If we do nothing else, adding two players in his defense to the equation, we're a better basketball team. So, but I think it's important if we're going to challenge for a league championship or a postseason berth, he's got to be a defensive player.
We haven't even mentioned Julius Wells to any great degree, and I think he's one of the best basketball players in the CAA. But it's going to be very difficult to double down or double team Bowles inside with he and Semenov and some of those other guys on the perimeter now.
Yeah, Julius has become a better basketball player every year. And so while I think people talk about his ability to shoot, what he's been working, the evolution of Julius Wells has been fun to watch because he's becoming a better basketball player. Last year at this time, he takes 7 or 8 bad shots at practice and 3 or 4 a game, and really that number's coming down. He takes 1 or 2 bad shots at practice, and with the addition of not just Devon Moore and Andre Semenov, but the other new guys we have coming to the fold, I'm hopeful Julius doesn't have to take any bad shots and he doesn't have to carry the load. Certainly he had to take some bad shots and score a lot of points for us last year, but I'm hopeful that his field goal percentage from 3 and 2 moves up.
Matt, talk about some of those other guys that you have brought into the program now who can make an impact early for you.
Well, we have 3 guards and a forward. The first guard is a high school kid named Chad Jackson from Scott County High School. He was the runner-up for Mr. Basketball in the state of Kentucky. So to do that, you're getting a really good player. He is, like Andre Semenov or Devon Moore, a really complete basketball player with one slight hole. He needs to become a better shooter. We had Humpty Hitchens, who was immediately eligible from the University of Akron, who was a transfer. People from VCU remember him as a really good player when he played there last year, Akron at VCU. He's a guy who has competitive fire, spirit, defense, and the ability to make long-range shots. James Millen is a 6'3" left-handed guard that we think the world of. We think he's a terrific player. We think he's a starting level 2 guard in this league. I think he can start on most teams in this league as a 2 guard. And then most interesting, we're going to add it, Rayshawn Goins is a 6'6", 290-pound power forward. And he's the only guy in this league that Denzel Bowles can't score against.
Now that sounds like the type of guy that Jim Larinaga always gets, the 6'6", 290 guy in the middle.
Yeah, you know what? It's interesting. Jai Lewis would be a fair comparison. He's not the scorer that Jai Lewis is, but he's the body type, and he's a competitive guy like Jai Lewis. I don't know what kind of impact he'll have immediately because we have so many fluid parts to our team. But his impact is going to be significant, and by season's end, he'll be winning us some games.
Tell us a little bit about your schedule in order to break all these guys in.
Well, to start the season, we're going to figure out how good we are. We play Kansas State at Kansas State on ESPNU on November 12th. So tune in. If it's going well, stay tuned in. If it's not going so well, go find another game. And then we play at South Florida in the Big East, at Kent State in Ohio, New Year's Eve. We play Marshall twice and it really was to try and get a home game. We agreed that we play twice in the same season. Princeton at home, Bucknell at home, at Longwood, at Radford. So there's some challenging games there. And I think, as our program has gotten a little better each year, we've tried to make the schedule a little more enticing.
Well, Matt, good luck this year. We look forward to seeing you down the road.
Thanks, guys.